political news. Remember, the governments have still not been formed in the states that the BJP won. Now, while the names have been decided for Goa and for Manipur, the name of the next Chief Minister of Uttarakhand is expected to be announced later today after a meeting of the newly elected MLAs in the state capital of Dehradun. At the meeting, the leader of the legislature party will be elected in the presence of central observers Rajnath, Singh and Meenakshi, Lekhi. Yesterday, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah held a meeting in New Delhi with Uttarakhand's acting Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami, and other senior leaders and senior BJP leaders were present for that meeting. Well, let's go across to Sukirti now for more. So, Sukirti, finally, so many days after the election results, hopefully we'll have the name of the new Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. It's been complicated by the fact that Mr. Dhami lost his own election.
Well, yes, absolutely. It's been so today is the 11th day since the election results were announced, and so far there has been a lot of suspense over the name of the CM, as you pointed out, because Mr. Dhami lost the election from the Khatima constituency. So there are several names in circulation. However, despite the defeat, it is Mr. Dhami's name that is being considered. He's being considered as the front runner so far. The primary reason for that being that he's already only been given a chance for about 7 months. So he's been a CM for a very short duration so far. So there is a certain assumption that, he needs to be given sufficient chance, sufficient time to be able to prove himself as the Chief Minister. The other fact is the reason that many of the local MLAs, many of the Uttarakhand MLAs, they are supporting Mr. Dhami. At least 6 MLAs so far have announced that they are willing to vacate their own seats so that a re-election can happen and Mr. Dhami can be sent to the Legislative Assembly. So those are some of the factors. However, there could be another possibility that the central leadership may want to have some other leader as the Chief Minister, which is why other names like Suresh Bhatt, who is the State General Secretary, or Ritu Khanduri, who is the daughter of former CM, Mr. B.C. Khanduri, Mr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, who is the former Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, or Mr. Anil Balhuni, who is the media in charge of the BJP and who is also a Rajya Sabha MP from Uttarakhand. These are certain names that are in circulation. So several names doing the rounds, but at this point of time, all eyes are on the 5 p.m. meeting that will take place in Dehradun, where Mr. Rajnath Singh as well as Ms. Meenakshi, Lekhi, who are the central observers, they will also be present there, and they are the ones who are taking the message from the central leadership in Delhi to the leaders in Uttarakhand. And after this meeting, which will go on for about anywhere about 1.5 hours to about 2 hours, so somewhere around 6:30 or 7 p.m. when the meeting gets over, it is expected that the name will be officially announced.
All right. Thanks so much, Sukirti, for joining us with those details.